Welcome back. All right, so now we're going to actually look at verbose. So let's take a quick look at the settings options. So you can see right here, there's a verbose flag. We're actually going to take that, type in verbose here, and actually we'll do an alias real quick just to show what it looks like. So the fully qualified commandlet name is set BlueGenie verbose. And this one we can actually just do a walk on. So we'll do a walk on verbose. This tells you that it's an add-on to the BlueGenie console. It is used to display timestamped messaging to the screen. Now this timestamped informationing happens during runtime jobs, meaning the load of BlueGenie at that time, it will show you all of the flags. So if we scroll up, you'll see that when BlueGenie was executed, it just gives you this start and stop time, right? So it just tells you how long it took from the load, from the initial start to the initial stop, which is what this main screen looks like. With that said, there's a lot more to it. You can actually see all the settings and configurations and other modules that are imported and executed on the fly when that runs. So for this instance, that tells you what verbose does. We want to actually trigger that so that it runs. So here we run settings, and you can see again verbose is set to false. This is very similar to our trapped event, and almost all bool type flags or options in the settings menu are the same as the trap. So in this instance, you can actually type in verbose and it's a toggle. So you could see that it was originally set to false and now it's set to true. We run settings and we can see that it is indeed set to true. If we run verbose again, you can see that the toggle changed it and it went back to false. Now, just like in trap, we also have the predefined switches, the parameters. So here we'll do a quick check and you can see that there is a set true and it looks like there's two set trues. Let's take a look at that again. Oh, that's weird. So this says the parameters here are set true, set false. But when I did verbose, oh no, now it came up correctly. Maybe that was just a glitch in Posh. Anyways, so yeah, so this is what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to be set true and set false are the two parameters that we have to use. So in this instance, we're actually going to do a set true. Run settings, you can see verbose is set to true. And again, if you just want to test the straight parameter and not worry about toggle, you can again set it again to true, and you can see in our settings menu, it is still set to true. And then that other flag, if we wanted to use it, was set false, sets it to false. And then you can see that verbose is set to false. So what this entails is the loading of BlueGenie itself. You can also trigger this from the CLI, and that's where we're going to trigger this just to show what it looks like in the foreground. So we're going to exit out to the main screen. We're actually going to run a BlueGenie.exe /help just to show you what the help options look like. And the first option you can see is right there. And that one says /VB, which is your shorthand or your acronym, and then here is -verbose is the full parameter option. So here it says show more detailed loading information into the console. So we will do just that. So here I'll clear screen again, and then this time we're going to run BlueGenie.exe, but this time we're going to do a /VB. And here, now you're going to see everything that it's loading. So it just loaded the PSD1 and the PSM1. It's importing all the files, all the aliases. So we'll scroll up real quick. Whoops. So you can see all the options that it's trying to load, importing other functions, importing all their aliases, and this goes on and on. It's a pretty big list of all the functions and aliases that are there. It tells you how long it took to load the global variables. It looked at the resolution process, the console settings. It's building your transcript log information. It's logging path information. And then Blue Genie is up and executed to the foreground. And that's where we are right here. And because we ran it with the Verbose Switch on the CLI, it was flagged as one of the global settings to be set as verbose equals true. So let's say you wanted to save this as a job, but you did not want that verbose messaging. Again, you would just come in here and then just run verbose, and it would set it to false for you. And then you're back to normal. And then you would save that information. So that's verbose. On to the next video. Thank you very much for joining, and catch you in the next one.